So welcome to the lab. My name is Sheldon Ofodile. I've been in banking in the financial service industry for about 20 plus years. And I've seen a lot of friction points with leaders, and my job is just help to show ways to navigate through. So let's talk about something today. You're a leader, you walk into your one-on-one, you drop out a list of failures that your employee's done, and you tell them, go ahead, you need to fix all this. And then you just walk out. Now you feel like, hey, I was a strong leader. I held that associate accountable. You see me? But in reality, you didn't lead. You just played executioner. You literally dropped something on their lap and then left. So we're gonna talk about that today. Welcome to the lab.
Why is it important that pointing out the flaws within a given roadmap is so damaging?
Criticism without coaching is just brutal, right? Anyone could sit and point out what's wrong. Like, I have a 5-year-old daughter and I can teach her how to point out mistakes, but that doesn't make her a leader, right? What really helps you to differentiate a leader from somebody who's just pointing out mistakes is being able to help show how to navigate through it. So your job as an executive is to be the bridge between failure and mastery. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So if you only provide the critique without the roadmap, you're just managing through fear. You're not really being a leader.
But we know leaders are strapped for time. Like, is it easier to just drop the bomb and leave, isn't it? Or how do we balance the reality with love and grace when correcting an employee?
There's a lot that comes with that. So time, yes, we're all strapped for it. We all need more. Our roles, though, as leaders is to lead. So there's a saying, if you're too busy to lead and pour into your team, you're busier than you're supposed to be as a leader, right? So grace is realizing that you're probably pressed for time, and dropping a bomb and walking away is a lot faster than sitting down to teach. But love is investing in the minutes. So you have to be able to stop, roll up your sleeves, and show someone how to win. Not just what winning is, but how to win. So you're not just pointing out that they lost, but you're giving them, again, that roadmap to success. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that there's a 1-to-2 ratio. For every one critique that you deliver, you're able to give 2 different ways that the associate is able to learn, build, and grow towards what success should look like.
You mentioned the 1-to-2 ratio. Can you break that down a little bit more?
It's like a 2-beat process, right? Beat 1. So you provide the exact mechanism to fix the problem. So here's what you're gonna need to do to help get the skills or the necessary information to be successful. And then beat 2 is making sure that you're scheduling a follow-up, because coaching without follow-up is empty. That follow-up was really gonna help you ensure that they've mastered what it is that you've given them. Handing somebody just a list of problems without giving them the tools to solve them is just lazy management. I like that. Handing somebody a list of problems without giving them the tools to solve them is just lazy management. But what you need to do is show them the way. Show them that you're invested in them and that their continued failure is not gonna be due to a lack of coaching or a lack of information. Then it starts to shift to a will issue because you've given them everything that it is that they need to succeed.
And why would you believe that criticism without coaching is actually a form of negligence?
When you're just providing criticism, you're being a critic. What was the 2 guys that used to critique all the movies, and they used to be like 2 thumbs down. Like, they just had their opinion on what this body of work was, but they weren't actually helping to make the project better. Your job as a leader is not to be a critic, but it's to be a coach. So yes, you do have to provide the feedback. You have to be able to say, yeah, this wasn't where it's supposed to be, but you're supposed to also be able to provide the information or the roadmap to help that associate get to where they need to be. And that's truly being a coach. If you enjoyed that video, if you enjoyed that information, or you have something that you'd like to add to the conversation, we'd love to hear it. Drop it in the comments, send me a note. I'd love to respond. That's our time for today. And again, let's get to work.